So today we're going to talk about subclinical pellagra, okay? So pellagra is a vitamin B3 deficiency. And when you have pellagra, it's a classical B3 deficiency. And then it's called the 3Ds, dementia, diarrhea, and you get dermatitis, okay? Usually around the neck and the hands. It can be a pretty serious condition. But there is also a subclinical pellagra where you don't have a full-blown deficiency, but you are deficient, okay? And I want to talk about what that would create as far as symptoms. There's a neurological condition called neurasthenia, which is exhaustion of the central nervous system. So the energy reserves of your nervous system in the mitochondria is exhausted. So you're mentally exhausted, you're mentally tired, headache, irritable, intracranial pressure, digestive issues, fainting if you get up too fast. Also, you have different neurological perception changes as well. Let's say, for example, you're looking into the mirror at yourself and you just see that your face is changing, okay? Or let's say you're reading something on a piece of paper and the words are moving. Or you're walking and the ground is moving. Or you're looking at the wall at the picture and you see it going back and forth. It can also affect your taste. You lose the sense of taste and smell. And sometimes you actually smell something that's not even there. So B3 or niacin is really a coenzyme involved in a lot of different chemical reactions inside the body, especially in the mitochondria, the energy factory of the cell. And the way you can become depleted is by drinking a lot of alcohol, like in college, right? Chronic diarrhea, excessive leucine, that's an amino acid, inflamed gut, gastric bypass, consuming too much corn. Corn has a protein that can block the absorption of vitamin B3. Also, refined carbohydrates and refined sugars will also create a vitamin B3 deficiency. Niacin, which is B3, has the ability to protect against diabetes, especially type 1. So it helps counter the destruction or the oxidation of the cell that makes insulin. Niacin also can lower your cholesterol. So you can see that vitamin B3 is very, very important in a lot of different functions. I recommend getting your B3 from nutritional yeast, but if you have any of these symptoms right here, start taking niacin in higher amounts. And you can safely take niacin at 10 to 15x the normal amounts. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Hey, before you leave, I just wanted to give you a little quick history on some of the books that I wrote. This was one of the first books. It's called Dr. Berg Body Shapes. It was my attempt at writing about body types. What was very interesting about this book is I actually did all the images myself. Don't ask me why. They look actually not quite as professional as some of the images that I have in the new book. But anyway, this is my first attempt right here called Dr. Berg's Body Shape Diets. And then I wrote a book more extensive called The 7 Principles of Fat Burning. I don't even have a copy anymore, actually, because it's outdated. The next book, I put about 1,000 hours into this one right here called The New Body Type Guide. Major updates on the body types. I put a lot of energy into this. It has professional images, graphics, all sorts of things. Now, the problem with this book is it doesn't really describe what this is really about. Body types are only a small portion of what's in this book. And that's why I changed the name to the Healthy Keto Plan, okay? If you happen to have this book, you don't really need this book because there's some only very, very minor updates. But if you don't have this, you need to get this one right here. This book goes into every single detail that you would ever want to know about. It goes into the 7 principles of fat burning. It goes into hormones, the body types, the basic keto plan. It goes into intermittent fasting. I talk about the 10 fat burning triggers and blockers and fat burning strategies with a lot of details in every single chapter. I go into body issues that interfere with losing weight. There's very few people that just have a weight problem. They have a lot of body issues, whether it's sleeping problems, stress problems, inflammation, menopause. I cover that extensively in this book. Then I talk about how to get rid of stress, and I show you a technique. Then I get into exercising, And then I have a lot of really good recipes in this book as well. So this is a good reference guide. On my website, if you get this book, you get this one free. It's called Healthy Keto Intermittent Fasting. This is the shortcut, quick guide to this book. And the reason I created this book is to have you, within 45 minutes, learn how to do keto, okay, in intermittent fasting, exactly what you need to do. Then you can fill in the blanks with this book right here. So right now I'm doing a special. If you get this book, you get this one totally free, or you can go to Amazon and get these individually. So I just want to clarify the difference between this book and this updated one right here. If you don't have this, you need to get this right here. That way you can get the exact correct information to do it healthily.